Hello and welcome to my KS3 KS4 maths practice videos. This one is on numbers and I have taken these questions from the CGP maths book, the higher level Key Stage 3 maths. So let's get started. So the first question is, Harry is organizing a school trip for 154 pupils. The cost of the transport is £614. Harry decides that to cover the cost he must charge pupils £40 each. Use estimation to check Harry's calculation. Is Harry right? So what we have to do first is we have to make estimates, as you will know or you will have guessed. So 154, if we estimate it, it gets to 150, and 614, an estimate is 610. So what it would be is, or we can make 600 if we round it to the nearest hundred. Okay, so instead of 610, we could make it 600. So how much should he charge? So he would charge, so for 154 pupils he's charging 614, or for 150 pupils he is charging 600, or the cost is 600. So for one pupil it would be 600 divided by 150, and that would give it 4. So it should be £4. And is Harry right? No, he's charging too much. Okay, so that's the answer. The next one, Rob is weighing a horse. He says the horse is 510 kg to the nearest 10 kgs. What is the maximum possible error in Rob's estimation? So because it is to the nearest 10 kgs, what we have to do is we have to take half of that value. So it would be 10 divided by 2, that is 5 kgs. So what we have to do is the maximum possible error in the estimation is 5 kg. Let me check. Yes, yeah, it should be 5 kg. So give the possible weights for the horse as an inequality. So the possible weights as an inequality would be, we have the lower limit would be 510 minus 5, that is 505 kg, and the upper limit would be 510 plus 5 is 515 kgs. So the answer would be 505 kg less than equal to the weight, and less than equal to 515 kg. So that is your answer. Okay. The next one, it says a groundsman marks out a tennis court. He makes the court 23 meters long to the nearest meter. So again, this nearest meter, this is the thing that we need to be very clear about. It means we are dividing 1 by 2 is 0.5. So this 1 is being divided by 2 to get 0.5. Now he makes the court 23 meters long. So that means 23 meters. What is the possible length of the court? So to the nearest meter, that's 23 minus 0.5 is 22.5. So my answer is 22.5 meter. Next is 10 meters wide to the nearest meter. What is the shortest possible width of the court? So 10 meters wide, so it will be 10 minus 0.5 is 9.5. So it would be 9.5 meter. Okay, and next is Jordan wants to know how many complete laps of the tennis court she should run to be sure of running at least 1 kilometer. Use the answers to find out how many times she should run around the court. Now these are already the lower limits, the answers that we have given earlier. So all we have to do is to find out the perimeter of the tennis court. Now that is a rectangle. So the perimeter, so this is my 9.5, this is 22.5. So I should get 2 times 9.5 plus 22.5. That is 2 times 5 and 5 is 0, and 1, 2, 3 and 9, 12. That's 2 and 1. That is 32. That is 464 meter. And that is the perimeter. Now she has to be running 1 kilometer, that is 1,000 meter. How many 64s are there in 1,000? We can get it by doing 1,000 divided by 64. Now if I do it by divide by 4, I should get 4 times 16 is 64. 4 times 25 is 100 and 250. So this will go one more time. This is 2 times 8 is 16. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 2, 125. So if I do 125, 8 times 1 is 8. 45, 8 times 5 is 40. We get 5 and then 0. So put a decimal here. So 8 times 6 is 48. I get 2, I get 0. 8 times 2 is 16. I get 4 and 0, 5. So my answer is 15.625. So that rounded off is going to give me 16. So how many complete laps of tennis court she should run is 16 laps. Okay, so the next one is evaluate the following to 2 decimal places. They have not given us the calculator sign here, which is great. So I am going to use my calculator. You can use yours as well. So I will use my calculator to find out what the answer is. So they are saying what is the square root of 142. So I'm going to type in 142 and square root, and I will get an answer which is 11.916375 and so on. So I have to say correct up to 2 decimal places. So it is going to be, my answer is 11.92. Okay, then it's the cube root of 82. So the cube root of 82 is, I'm going to write 82 and then I'm going to do my cube root, and it gives me something like 4.34448 and so on. So it's correct up to 2 decimal places. It's 4.34. So that's my answer, 4.34. And then it is the fifth root of 1986. Okay, so my calculator is not that sophisticated, so I have to do a bit of work to find out the fifth root, but I will. So the number is 1986, so I will do 1986, and it says so it gives me 4.566666302 and so on. So it's correct up to 2 decimal places, so it should be 4.57. So that's this. So they have allowed us to use calculators. The next, we are not supposed to use any calculators, so I will put aside my calculator and I will try to work this out. So it's quite straightforward. I'm sure you figured out how to do this, so I will do it as well, just to be certain. Explain how you can use the table to show that 729 times 6561 is this number. I'm not going to read it out. So now 729 is, if you look in the table, this is your 729. It's 9 cube. So I'm going to write 9 cube multiplied by 6561 is 9 to the power 4. So that means 9 to the power 3 plus 4. This is what they want you to write. So then that's 9 to the power 7. So 9 to the power 7 is this number. Okay, so that I think does it. Use the table to help you work out the value of 43046,721 divided by 531,441. Okay, so this one, how will I work it out? So what is that equals? They have given us, we have to break this down into 9 times 8. So that is 9 times 8 divided by 531, 441 is 9 times 6. So that is equal to 9 times 8 minus 6. That is 9 square. That is 81. Okay. The next one is 1 divided by 2000 is 0.123, 3 zeros and then 5. They want us to work out what is 1 out of 2000 plus 1 out of 20,000. Give your answer in standard form. Right, so 1 out of 2000, they have already told us what it is. 1 out of 20,000 would be adding one more zero, so moving the decimal point to the left. Okay, so what we do get is 0.123. 1, 2, 3, and then 5. And then to this, I'm going to add 20,000 is one extra zero, so it will be 0.1234, and then this. So that's what it is. It's going to give me 5, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So that is my answer. Now this has to be given in a standard form. So how do I write this in a standard form? Writing this in a standard form would mean it would be done as 5.5 multiplied by 10 to the power 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So I think that answers this bit. It was quite easy. We will be doing more this book and lots of other books, so please keep watching. Thank you very much. Thank you. Bye.